Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Coffee with Jenni and Dre. This is episode 58, and we are rolling. What's going on, Ms. Jones?
How do you remember the episodes?
Because of Taylor.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because of Taylor.
okay, good.
What's going on? How you doing?
Nothing. Summertime.
Summertime. You're looking festive over there.
I'm out of outfits.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here we are.
Is that's what you decided to put on today?
Yeah.
Okay, you did your
Thank
thing.
you. I appreciate it.
You look good. Got
It's
your hair
nice
down
and
and
cool.
everything. That's good.
Yeah, I don't wear my hair down often, do I?
You've been wearing it in the slick back bun lately.
It's easy.
Yeah. So how's summer been treating you? Let's talk about a little bit of summer fun and stuff like that, man, and what's been going on with us this summer.
Oh, man.
Because it just started. When did school let out?
2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So
First
we got
week
all the
was
kids
cool.
at the crib.
They went to Nani's for the first week. Swam, got their hair braided.
Yep.
Swam.
Mm-hmm.
Got 10 shades darker.
Yep.
And now they're home.
Let's talk about them being home. I mean, you're having a hard time with it.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't have a hard time with it.
Okay.
What I have a hard time with is your OCD with them being home. So
Okay.
you're frustrated because they're all over the place and they're sleeping in the living room for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
They sleep in the living room. They've been kicking in the living room.
All night.
Mind you, these kids have a separate game room, like big comfortable couch, TVs, all
On
the games you
top
can think
room
of.
that they can sleep in.
That's what I'm saying. But like they have all that in a separate room.
Right.
Yet and still they want to be in
the
our
living
damn
room.
living room.
Eating everything in the kitchen
Oh
all
my
day
God.
long.
They nonstop in the kitchen.
Nonstop.
Like nonstop.
Like literally just fed them
yeah.
back in the kitchen.
These little motherfuckers is baking them by themselves. They making brownies. They making cookies. They doing
They
all
made a
this shit.
tray of brownies last night.
Yep.
Last night, a tray of brownies.
Yep.
Did
For
you
dinner.
get one?
I did.
You got one.
Yeah.
I got a taste of a corner, like as I in walking and passing.
Yeah.
Got up this morning, the entire tray is gone.
Yeah.
Of brownies. So somewhere between 10 a.m. and 7 a.m.
They ate up all those damn brownies.
all the brownies
Every
are
time
gone.
we're in bed, all we hear is footsteps all through the night, going back and forth from the kitchen, going back and forth to the pantry.
I was trying to be like, let them enjoy summer, but that is coming to a fast halt.
So tell me this, parents, y'all with y'all kids in the summertime, do y'all kids have a curfew? Do y'all just let them stay up like they want to? You know what I'm saying? As long as they, are productive the next day and not sleeping in all day. Because ours has been sleeping in. Do y'all give the kids a curfew? Because we were talking about it last night. This morning. We was like, yo, these motherfuckers got to have a curfew.
Yeah, this isn't
like
going to
we got to
work.
have them go to
This
bed
isn't
at a
gonna
certain
work.
time.
Corey
It's
would
not
have
gonna work.
still been asleep probably
For sure.
right now.
Yeah.
So this is not working. They're going to go to bed tonight,
Yep.
and they're going to get up at a normal time.
House
and they're
doesn't-
going to go outside.
House
and they're
doesn't
gonna
stay
do
clean
things.
because of them, which is cool. I understand it. But
Well, they have their chores and they have to do them, and they do
Yep.
do them. It's like dishes, unloading, but then they argue over who, because Blake was trying to make Corey, normally one unloads and one reloads.
yeah.
But I guess Corey did both yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
so she wanted Blake to do both today. So whatever. It's always something.
It's been a shit show so far.
It has.
And the little one, she thinks,
Oh,
but the little
why?
one still has school. So she thinks she can stay up as late as the big ones.
Yeah.
And she can't do that.
Well, the little one's energy is unmatched.
Yeah.
At all times.
She's on 10.
So now
This is not even with sugar. She's on 10 without sugar.
she's used to going to bed at the same time with the girls.
Yeah.
And then the girls are in there with her and they all go to sleep. Now the girls aren't going to bed, so she doesn't want to go to bed. So now we're putting her in our bed and
Until she falls asleep.
Until she falls asleep.
Yeah.
Which she's been falling asleep pretty fast. That's why
Yeah.
I was like, let's just do it here. And yeah.
It's not been working out.
I mean, it's working.
So, I think the real question is this. Now that you see them at home for summer, they're all in the house, they're running up and down, doing their thing. How do you feel now about homeschooling?
As long as someone else does it, we're good.
Yeah. No. So do you think that you can homeschool after having these little bad motherfuckers at the crib for the last 2 weeks?
I actually, like last summer, I enjoyed summer. I enjoyed having them home. I think right now is that transition period of getting used to them being back home.
For sure.
We're used to having a clean house during the day at the very least.
Yeah.
And now it is not that. So Some of it you just have to let go. I mean, I'm not going to tell the kids they can't live in the house.
For
I mean,
sure.
like they're going to go to, I don't want them not in the living room and just in their rooms all day long. I don't want that. So I like that they're in the living room, but they're in the living room with, for some reason, 10,000 stuffies, 5 blankets, and all the pillows. That's the part that I don't understand. Like, why can't you just sit on the couch?
For sure.
Like, we have pillows on the couch. I have a blanket on the couch. Just use those things.
Yeah, but they bring all their stuff from
But they
their
bring
room.
all the stuff from the room
Yeah.
into the living room and then eat the popcorn and the crackers on the couch. That's what I don't like.
Crumbs in the couch and shit now.
I don't know, babe.
It's been I mean, it's cool. Whatever. It's all good. It's whatever.
It is.
I mean, they go outside a lot too. Well, Blake and Naomi are the outside
Blake and
babies.
Naomi go outside
Corey's
a lot.
not so much
Corey's
of the
the
outside
allergy baby. So
Yep,
she is miserable outside. But update on that. She's on allergy drops now. And it's, I don't know. They say it takes a couple of months to tell.
to kick in.
It's
yeah.
been,
I can't tell you. She's
it's been
still
a
in the
month.
house. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we just getting y'all caught up. We have some summer birthdays. We just had Gerard's birthday. He just turned 23. That's our oldest baby. He just turned 23. We have the girl's birthday coming in hot on the 28th.
The twins.
The twins.
Yeah.
They'll be 21.
And my mom's.
And your mom's will
All
be
same
21.
day. Yeah.
Then we have your birthday on July 18th.
Why are you telling everybody like that exact birthdays?
They don't know the date of birth and all that. Who
Sheesh.
cares? But yeah, so we got birthdays all summer that we're gonna be knocking out. And,
Where will we be on my birthday?
it doesn't matter. Why are we telling people all the stuff we're gonna be? See how you just said that? What do
Yo,
you mean?
you told people my birthday.
Yeah,
That's different.
it's cool. The 18th.
Where are we going to be on my
It doesn't
birthday?
matter. Let's get back into the summer conversations. So if y'all got any ideas of like summer trips that y'all do with the family, because we always do about 1 or 2 family trips with the kids, and then we take just a trip with just us, which we're going to Puerto Rico. Since you want.
Oh,
for
now
your
you want
birthday.
to tell
I'm
them?
just saying we're going to Puerto Rico for our birthday. We're going to be down there. We're not going to tell y'all the dates just in case you motherfucking weirdos want to pop up on us or something. But we're
That would be bizarre.
but we're going to
I'm
Puerto
excited
Rico.
for Puerto Rico, though.
Yeah. And so, but if y'all have any family trip ideas, don't say Disneyland or Disney World. We're not going to that shit. Don't say any of those. Not that we've already been to Disney Land.
California.
The one in California.
Yeah.
Disney World is in
Wouldn't know.
Orlando?
And I have no desire to go.
Yeah, so we don't want to do that type of stuff. And we don't want to camp. So Disneyland, Disney World, nope, and no camping.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting yawn.
we don't want to do those. So if y'all got any family ideas to take all the kids and everybody on, we'd love to hear y'all answers on that.
I still think we need to go where we went last
Well,
year.
we're going to do that anyway.
Okay.
Our regular family trip to Horseshoe Bay where we got married, we're going to do that anyway.
Yeah, if anyone is in Texas, which a lot of you are, Marble Falls, Horseshoe Bay is so much fun.
Yeah.
The lake is a constant level lake. You can rent
Man-made.
boats and jet skis.
Mm-hmm.
There's food. There's a hotel, but then you can also get like condos to
Yeah.
rent. It's just a nice spot. You can get a little golf cart and ride
Mm-hmm.
around on it through the areas. They have s'mores and birds.
Movie night or whatever. They do
movie
all that.
nights
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like exotic birds that you can go see.
They even have like a place where you can drop the kids off if you and the wife wanted to like go do
Oh,
something.
I forgot about that. I didn't
they have that
realize
as well.
And that's where we got married, so
Yeah.
we're fond of that place. But
It's
they
pretty
have
dope.
swimming pools and adult pools and hot tubs and
Yeah.
all of it. So
And that's our little catch up on our summer beginning, what we got going on right now. It's been cool.
yeah, it's been cool so far.
All right, then let's jump into this pod now.
Oh gosh.
Okay, let's get in. I'll say this is going to be segment 2. Let's get into these questions.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
Whoever that is, calling. That was not how it's supposed to happen. Question number 1. Do you think when you get a divorce that the woman should keep the man's last name? You already know how I feel. You want me to go first?
Go for it.
Or do you want to go first?
Yours is immature. Go for
You
it.
think mine is immature?
Yeah.
If I'm married to a woman and we get a divorce she can never take my last name
You
with
don't
her.
get to say what she does because she's already changed her name.
I don't give a damn. We get a divorce. You can't take my name, my last name with you. It's my family legacy. You can't take my family legacy.
If you married someone, it's her last name now too.
It's my legacy. It's you took my last name.
You should have thought about the type of person
legacy.
you married.
And I don't like talking about famous people, but can you see how Larsa Pippen is running Scottie Pippen's last name into the ground by her actions in public?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I'm going to let a woman. I guess I can't. Can you? You can't.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You can't do anything.
You can't force her to change her last name.
So there's no lawyer shit you can get involved with to change
Not
last
that
name.
I'm aware
Well, you
of.
can't take my last name with you. I'm not letting that. I'm not letting it happen. I
What are you
just want.
gonna
I
do?
feel like there's got to be a way to be able to prevent that. And I don't like the whole, I want my kids and us to have the same name. I think that's the most bullshit excuse.
No, it's really not.
You're messing up my legacy. Not saying that you would, but that woman is messing up Pippen's legacy.
Okay, well, you're not Scottie Pippen. A.
I'm not.
But
it's still,
B,
I do have a legacy of what I've done as
you know how
with
many
my name.
Joneses are out there?
It doesn't matter. There's what my pops and his pops has established is totally different.
No, I'm saying like if your last name is Pippen, that's going to stand out a little bit more.
It doesn't matter.
Like
I don't think that the
Jones.
woman should be. I don't think the woman should be able to take the last name. I just don't think so. Go get your last name back. Take your name back.
Okay, I listen.
Okay, what is your?
Whatever.
Give me. What do you think about it?
You don't get to say you can't have my last name. Like it just doesn't work that way in life.
Okay.
So the majority of women, some change it back.
Please
with
do.
no problems.
Respect to y'all women that change it back.
Others, they do keep it for their kids because their kids have the same name as them.
But why do y'all
to
think
you,
like
that's
what?
a silly?
What does that? What does that mean? Like, because my kids
you
have the
never
last name.
grew up in a household where there were multiple last names. So to you, we were like, what? Why? That doesn't make any sense. I grew up in a household where we had 3 or 4 different last names all the time, and it's weird.
Okay.
So I can understand why moms are like, listen, I'm not remarrying anybody right now. I'm not going to do that. If they do, they're going to change their name anyways.
Okay,
But
so
if
then
they
that
don't-
excuse doesn't work. Then you can't give me that excuse where they just wanted to have the same name as the kids. Because listen, like say if you
I
did,
just said if they're not getting married right now,
if they
they're not
decide to
planning
get
on getting
married
married,
again, if that person decides to get married again,
then they're going to change their last name. I'm sure.
it won't
Or
be the name.
some might not. I
It
don't
won't
know.
be the same last name as the kids then.
No.
So that excuse can't work.
But that's I don't have this excuse. I feel like you're directing it at me.
No. I'm just saying like
but
in
that's
women
what
in general.
the majority of them do. That's for their kids, and I don't think that's weird by any means. If you want to have the same last name as your kids,
Okay. But if you then get married to somebody else and your last name changes, then the kids won't have your last name. So
then you
why
wouldn't-
is that an excuse that women use?
I guess because maybe at that time they don't plan on remarrying. And then when it happens, they're like, okay, I don't know, babe. Luckily, I don't have this problem.
For sure.
But we could find a guest that could explain.
I'm taking my name.
You don't get to take it though.
I won't even address you as
My
that.
legal last name is Jones right now. So if you were to divorce me, I legally have the name Jones. You don't get to just say, okay, now give me my name.
No. I think that by far I can find a lawyer that will go in and fight for that.
That would be the dumbest money spent ever in the history of spending money.
I don't like that. I don't like that rule.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Sorry, you don't like the rule.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Like, get your name back. Like, get your name back. Take your name back. Okay, let's get off that.
Okay.
Take your name back. Women, be respectful. Take your name back. Like, I think you should take your name back.
You should have thought about who you married first.
Granted.
If you don't want them to have your last name for life, then don't get married. There's a chance that that's what's happening.
That was retarded. All right.
It's facts.
Second question. Why, your favorite question, why do women hit on men with wedding rings more than the single men? Like, why do you think why do y'all think?
Why do you, this should be a question for you. Why do you think that? Because I am mind blown by it. But
Okay.
we've had now multiple men through comments, through
our
messages,
comments, yeah.
through
My dogs,
stuff,
we call them my dogs on Instagram, my boys.
Yeah, like they literally say, when I'm wearing my ring,
Oh, shots fired. They shooting.
because now they look at me like I can commit and I'm a good guy,
Yeah, yeah.
I guess is the reasoning.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
So,
is so
I think
stupid.
that when I didn't have a ring on, when I was single, I was still getting shot at. I'm just saying. Just hypothetically saying. I'm just saying. It's period. I was getting shot at without the ring. But when I got married and the ring was on my finger, it was through the roof. And I don't know why. I feel like women need to answer that. Like, why do
I can't answer that because never in life have I hit on a married man.
Well, like the dudes say in our comments, they always say that, like you said, women feel like, okay, this dude, he can commit, he can do this, he can do that,
and he can cheat on his wife. I mean, like, make it make sense though.
For sure.
Like, this is a ignorant statement that makes no sense. Like,
For sure.
for a woman to find a married man attractive because he can commit to someone and then try to get him to then cheat on her is like
mind blowing.
yeah. I am a loss for words.
So as a man, like, I don't know why when you have a wedding ring on, does it make you more attractive?
Like, there's been men that say they wear wedding rings when they're not married because they get hit on.
Get hit on more.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely way more women hit on married men than single men hitting on married women.
I would hope, I don't know.
I'm saying like way,
but
it's
like I've said
way
this
through
a
the roof.
million times. Like whatever, women tend to like, victimize and women, all these,
Women liberation?
yeah.
Okay.
All these moments.
Feminist?
And women to me are the manipulators, the evil, the mean,
In your opinion.
the bitter,
Yeah, let's say
the
that.
spiteful. Yeah, in my opinion, that's
sure.
what women are. And men are so quick to be the bad guys because the women manipulate and make people think that the man is the bad. But like you just said, men aren't out here hitting on married women.
No.
Like at the rate that these women are hitting on married men.
Facts.
And then you want to be the first one to cry when you end up say this guy leaves his wife for you, which won't happen, but maybe it does in those really weird, dumb circumstances. He leaves his wife for you. And then the same cycle happens because another woman now hits on your husband and now he is cheating on you. And then you're sad. Then you're upset because he cheated on you. Like I need to understand the cycle and the mind thoughts, the processing that goes on for women that do that.
For sure. So I think that, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's what I
As
do
always.
with my dogs. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Listen, if I'm out with my single guys, right, like a couple of single guys, and there's some girls that they're interested in talking to, right?
Right.
I'm just giving you a scenario. I'm not saying this is happening, but let me give you a scenario. And it's like 3 girls over there, and it's me and another married guy, and two or three single dudes that want to approach those
Couple
girls.
married, couple
Couple
single.
married, couple single, but
Okay.
all those girls at the bar, they're single.
Okay.
Me with the personality I got, say I go talk to the girls.
Wrong.
Listen to
off jump.
Hold on, but I'm giving you a scenario. I'm not saying
Okay.
this is what happening. Let's say I go talk to the girls. Hey, y'all, my boys over here want to buy y'all a drink because I'm the outgoing one. My boys over here want to buy y'all a drink. Y'all mind coming to the table and holler at us, blah, blah, blah. I feel like whenever a married man approaches some girls at anywhere, even if you're not even trying to holler at them. Let's say if I'm just walking through and saying, excuse me, and I'm trying to get to the bar. I feel like when they see the wedding ring, technically their guards go down because they're like, oh, he's definitely not trying to shoot at us.
No, well, that's not what we're saying.
I know.
though.
I'm
You're
saying
saying
I
the
feel
majority
like
of the women.
I feel like they do, right? But then it's really not. I feel like that's how it's supposed to go. Like,
that's not what's happening.
But it doesn't happen
So
like
we
that.
just said
It
women
typically
are going to
doesn't-
hit on
It typically
you.
backfires and they're shooting at you when you're trying to tell them, hey, I got some single homeboys over here.
Right.
that's-
So
you know what
let's
I'm saying?
back up on that scenario. That didn't really happen. Just a scenario.
Oh my God, what is this facial look? What the fuck was
Because
that about?
at no point am I with my some single, some married homegirls, and I'm like, ooh, I'm the married one. Let me go get the table full of guys to come over here and talk to us.
No, I was just giving.
But like
It's
that's
giving
where
you a
men, that's where
scenario.
y'all get fucked up though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Like, at no point should any married man be approaching any woman to come back and talk to his friends. If his friends are single and see someone he wants to talk to by himself specifically,
Go shoot.
go shoot your shot.
It was a story. It was a
I'm
scenario.
that
We're
scenario.
talking about this. You know,
well,
like
I'm
the
trying
scenario.
to save all the men out there from that scenario.
Yeah.
Because that's where y'all get in trouble, because that's what you shouldn't be doing.
So
stay your married ass at the table.
what is your advice to these women that are hitting on these men that are married?
Okay.
Do you want to give some advice?
My advice is don't ever come across me in public. That's
Okay.
my advice.
You know, she's always about that action. She's a UFC trainer. She's been training for UFC.
I've said this a million times. I have zero respect for any woman that would place herself in a married man's life.
For sure.
Like, I have zero respect. Like, yes, it's your job as a married man to like shut it down.
Yeah.
But any woman who knows he's married, I don't care if it's a happily married man or a miserable man. At that point in time, he is married. And so if y'all want to pursue something, then it is his job to then get a divorce before anything happens on the side. That's how I feel. You don't get to have this secret rendezvous that when he's married. Like, it doesn't work out. Whatever. You're delusional. These women are delusional. That's
sure.
how I feel.
Okay. Good advice. I'm with you.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand why you would. If I see an
Did we answer the
attractive
question
man
though? Like,
that is
why
married,
is the so why? So I feel like I can't answer why women hit on married men more than single men.
I think that is
I feel
the
like I can't
reason. I
answer
think
that
that the
question.
reason is because
I don't know.
because they feel like they can commit, even though that reason makes zero logical sense.
Yeah.
Because you're wanting him to cheat, but yet you like him because he's committed. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I want to know what the percentage is of it working out
With a side chick?
Yeah, like what's the percentage of if the man leaves his wife and then gets with the girl that he cheated on his wife with? What's that percentage of that relationship working out? Because it's already going to be some trust issues leading into that relationship, I think.
Right, but then it's like we've said before, and then it's just a matter of time before all of your little lustful feelings that you had for this person are now gone, and now you actually have real life problems that you had with your wife.
Yeah.
That you were escaping to this like fake relationship where you only show each other exactly what you want each other to see. Like you're not seeing us with bills and kids and cleaning the house and work. Like, you're choosing to show each other a side that isn't real life.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's a fake life that you have on the side. And so then when y'all get together and then all of a sudden real life starts happening, it's not as lustful anymore. Oh, damn. Now you have to work through problems that you didn't have before.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I had these same problems with my first wife, but she was a little bit cooler than her now.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter who you're with. The same problems will arise. Some type of problem, maybe not the same, maybe similar.
Yeah.
But that's what we've talked about before is if you don't choose to stay in your marriage and work through things, in my opinion, you never see what love really is. Because love is not that beginning stage shit. Love is what you get when you go through things and you work through it and you choose each other each and every day. And then you find love. Like, that's love. And if you choose to leave what, like love over some lust, I don't know. That's
Okay.
I can't imagine the percentage being high because the percentage just off first marriages aren't high.
For sure.
So if you're then doing a side bitch marriage, sorry,
Yeah, call them what you want.
good luck.
Okay. Okay. All right. We got we're gonna Q&A what do we call that? A listeners
We got a voice recording.
we got a voice recording.
memo.
We're gonna listen to it and then we're gonna talk about it
Okay.
and see what type of advice we can give this person.
Okay.
No names, no nothing. We're just gonna play it for y'all. Go ahead, B.
Hey, what's going on, Jenny? What's going on, Dre? Hope y'all doing well. Just getting on here for some relationship advice. I've been with this girl for about 5 years now. We've been in a relationship. We're talking about marriage and getting married. Um, but it seems like our sex life is going downhill. She doesn't want it all the time. Not that we have to do it on a daily basis or nothing like that, but it seems like she doesn't want it as much as she used to. Um, and it's always excuses. And then I feel like she's gaslighting and putting it on me. And it's just a mess. So, you know, I'm just at the point where, you know, if we're going to get married, I need to be having sex, and it's important in a relationship to have sex. And I feel like if we do end up getting married and the sex isn't present, then that's when it leads to infidelity and other things. And that's not, the type of person I am by any means. But I'm trying to, before we do get married, I'm trying to get all this figured out because, if we get married, who knows what can happen. The sexual tension is definitely there, and it leads to other problems in our relationship that she doesn't see.
Okay. What's your advice on that?
Well, okay, so been together 5 years, no kids, not married, and already having sex problems. I say already. When you're in with someone for 5 years, I can see that the sex life has already dropped off a little bit because you're not on that like high of I just met you. Oh, this is so fun.
Yeah.
So already sex life drops off a little bit. But if you're not married and have no kids, that means there's like not a whole lot of like real life problems just yet.
Y'all should be fucking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
or banging a
because
lot.
it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Once you get married and have kids.
Facts.
Like probably the
it's gonna not be worse. It's gonna drop off.
Drop.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, like for instance, like some of the worst times we've had is like during pregnancy and after pregnancy.
What do you mean worst times?
Like without having sex.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the woman is exhausted,
Yeah.
and that doesn't change because then the kid is here, and y'all are up all night long, and you're feeding, and you're exhausted. So like when you go through those stages, like
listen, man, if you in this relationship for 5 years and y'all ain't have no kids, y'all ain't even married yet, y'all don't have those things going on, you should be clapping cheeks 5 to 6 times a week.
That's a lot.
For two people that have no kids and
Okay,
no
calm
marriage,
down. Every
in
other
their
night would be
relationship,
fine.
5 to 6 times a week.
I would
and
say
that's
4
low.
is good.
5 to 6 times a week is low.
Okay. It's low.
Some people do it 2 or 3
Good
times a
Lord,
day.
are y'all porn stars?
No, some people do it 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah, well.
Cheeks need to be clapped.
2 or 3 times
Like,
a
what
day
are we
is-
talking about?
Those are for
My
psychos.
dude, I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
Who
She's
does
giving
it
you this
2 or 3
political
times
shit.
a day?
I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Run. Listen, my dude, if you not getting no cheeks right now,
He didn't say how often.
he's saying he is
He's saying
deprived.
it's-
This dude is saying his well is dry. His man
Or
is
it's full, however you wanna
it's
say
full. Pause. He's
Okay.
full.
He's full. Loaded gun
Like
at all
like
at
this-
all times.
He can spray anytime right now. Like this shit is ridiculous, right? He's walking around with a loaded weapon. And when you women let your man walk around with a loaded weapon, what do y'all think can happen?
He is irritated, to say the
and
least.
he's being good. He was like, listen,
Yeah.
I don't want to cheat. That's not
Yeah.
what I do. But he's obviously thought about it.
Right.
Because it starts with the lust in your heart. And then it goes to your mind. And then it's an action.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, y'all need to have, I'm not saying leave, I'm just joking.
No,
but y'all need to have a
conversation.
conversation. And then in that conversation, you need to give her your expectations on like how many times a week. Like, hey, listen, man, I like to have sex, 5 to 6 times a week. You need to just have that conversation with her.
And make sure she's feeling, which we've talked about before, men are a little bit simpler than
Yeah.
women. Like make sure she's feeling seen and heard. And I know.
Okay.
Ugh. But if she's not feeling something, then she's not wanting to engage in sex. So he also needs to check in on her. Like,
Okay.
hey, what's up? Like, what needs am I not meeting that you need met? So like it's not just, oh, she needs to give you sex. Like you also need to check on her and see what it is that's creating this. Because obviously most men, y'all could just y'all could just
Run.
y'all could just have sex at any moment, whereas a woman needs to feel something generally in order to make that happen.
Yeah,
so
you gonna
check
feel
in on
something,
her.
all right. It's gonna be that loaded gun on your leg.
On your leg,
Put it on her leg.
like a dog, little humping
Hey,
action.
listen, if she sleep, slap that thing right on her forehead. Say, wake up.
Okay, maybe this was not the right podcast to ask, but no, I do think
Oh my gosh, man.
you are ridiculous.
Hey, listen, sometimes you got to pop out and show them.
No, don't pop it on her forehead. That's not going to get you
that's
anything.
the noise. Wake up.
You have another guy in here that's not even laughing. He's like, "Oh God."
He thought it was funny. He just don't want to say it. Wake up. No, but
ridiculous.
yeah, just have that conversation. Yeah.
Which conversation?
No, like your expectations.
Yes.
See if it might be something that she might be going through a time in her life where her body's changing or she's not feeling sexy
Yeah, we
or
didn't
things
ask
like
their
that.
age.
Yeah. But so she might not be feeling sexy. She might be going through something like with a change with her body. So maybe that's why the
check
lack
in
of
on her.
sex. Yeah,
check in on her. Do your job.
Yeah.
And then that way there's no excuse because you've done your part. Like
sure.
I checked in on you.
That was my real advice, by the way. All the other stuff was
are y'all
jokes.
going on dates? Take her on a date. Get her some flowers. Like romance her and see what happens. And if it's still not happening, run.
Doom, 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 doom. Get up out of there for sure. So a question before we get into this this clip by Miss Sarah. I don't know. On that clip, I don't know if she talks about it. Well, let's listen to that clip first, and then I want to ask another question on that. B, let's get this clip. This is by Miss Sarah.
Okay.
But women have sexual liberation too. That's what I wanted right there. That's what I wanted. That face right there.
Sexual liberation is a scam.
Expound on that.
It is a scam that gets women to act out of what is truly natural. It is not natural for us to have multiple sexual partners. It's just not. It's not natural for us to be
But men do it all the time, Sarah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're different. It is a double
but
standard.
Sarah,
it's a double standard.
Sarah.
Sexual liberation, you could be as free as you want to be. If that's what you want to do, go ahead, do you, boo. But it is really hard to outlive the title of being a hoe. You cannot be a hoe and think for 1 second, especially if that man is connected in the city, that any man that's also connected to that man that is also high value, high earning and masculine would want to choose you. Because ultimately, deep down, I believe, and y'all let me know in these comments, but most men want to think that their girl she's a good girl until they're with him.
Okay, so that clip went on a little bit longer, and she told you women to have your tea and sit your ass down somewhere. But let's talk about this clip because I 1,000% agree with everything Miss Sarah said on that. I think that it's a double standard. It's not always fair.
It is a double standard.
But it is what it
she
is.
said is correct.
Yeah.
It is a double standard. Things aren't fair. Life isn't fair.
Facts.
Like it is. We are not created equal.
Facts.
In our opinions.
Yes.
And I do believe. It's so hard because so many people have different upbringings and different way of thinking and different morals and different so it's hard. Like obviously there's a bunch of women out there that think that what she said is so wrong and not okay. But for me and how my body works and how my mind works, it is not normal, in my opinion, as a woman to have multiple sexual partners without it affecting you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're saying that that's not true or that you can do that, I feel like you're not being honest with yourself in something, or there's past traumas maybe that you need to work through to figure out why you feel the need to give your body to so many people.
For sure. As a man standpoint, because she's really talking that talk. So listen, man, living down the whole thing, like being a hoe or multiple bodies or whatever you want to call it.
Bodies these days.
It's extremely hard. And this is pause. It's extremely hard, pause. But
So
what I'm
stupid
saying
that
is
you
this.
can't say these.
Even if, let's say you were sexually liberating in your 20s, and you come across a high value man of what they call high value man, and y'all having a discussion over like how many partners you had in your life. If you tell that man you had 30 sexual partners, he's gonna think to himself, that's gross as hell. Like that's nasty. If most men, I'm not speaking for all, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna speak for majority, I'm gonna speak for myself. If my wife would have told me early on in our relationship that she had sexual relationships with 30 guys, she wouldn't be Miss Jones. If she told me 20 guys, she wouldn't be Miss Jones. If she told me 10 guys, this is just me, people, this is me, she wouldn't be Mrs. Jones. But this is just me. Some other people, y'all might don't matter. And you know, the guys that be like, oh, he's insecure, you know, if that's her past. Yeah, that's how y'all feel. But how I feel has nothing to do with, oh, he's insecure. I just don't want the woman that I choose to spend the rest of my life with to have that many soul ties in a relationship. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Just like I couldn't be able to date a woman if she told me she had an OnlyFans. I couldn't do it. She's all over the internet. Her body's been shown to multiple people. I couldn't do it. Me personally. If she
What if
told
it was
me,
just feet?
we're being real now. We're not talking about the feet. I'm
serious.
talking about some real extra shit.
Okay.
If this woman was to say she was a stripper, I couldn't be with her because of how many multiple men have seen her body in this club. But this is me. Other guys can do what y'all do. That's not my cup of tea.
Well, she did go on to say, if you are outside of
celebrities,
the entertainment
or
industry, sports,
they think they can change hoes into housewives.
because for some reason there is like a different standard for
I
them
guess.
and what they like,
For sure.
and that's fine too.
Yeah.
But like she's talking about everyday people who with men who have connections in a city,
For sure.
who know people who are of high value, generally aren't going to want someone who has. When you introduce me to your
For sure.
homeboys, that every homeboy is like, oh,
we got a group chat. We have a group chat and group of friends, and you know, some are single. If they put a girl in a group chat that you know what I'm saying, that they're thinking about, because we're not doing that old let's wait, we're gonna keep it secret, because then when you keep it secret and then you show her to one of the guys and they're like, oh shit, like me and the boys used to or I know 3 or 4, and now you feeling stupid. And you know what I'm saying? Now you're too deep in. So if any one of my boys had touched my wife, we wouldn't be together. That's just my opinion. I would never in life be with my wife if one of my friends had slept with her. I couldn't do it. There's no way.
But also,
This is just me though. I'm speaking by myself.
I know this is it's not off subject. It's totally on subject. But I will say this: you, I don't know how much I want to say. You have a high number.
Yeah, I'm a man.
Okay, so and also here's the thing: you're from Austin.
Yeah.
And so with your number being that high,
Yeah.
And if this girl is like same age, like it's just kind of crazy because men, and I get it, it's a double standard, but like you could have slept with someone one time, right?
Yeah.
You could have, and you never saw that girl again. Mm-hmm. And then now all of a sudden your friend brings her over. I don't even know how y'all remember some of the people that y'all sleep with.
Yeah.
So like, but say her number is low,
mm-hmm.
but you just happened to mess with her 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still weird for the friend. Like it would still be weird.
And if that's his girl, bro, I smashed your wife, dog. Like, what are we talking about right now?
Yeah.
I smashed your wife. Like, I mean, it's there's no way. There's no way you can. Even though it's like there's just no way.
Yeah.
Like I smashed your wife. Like there's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
Even though it might have been just one time, and she could be a good girl, and y'all can be together. But before y'all got to that level, I would have been told you I've hit.
Right.
And then if you
chose
decide,
to continue,
yeah, if he did, we're not going to be not friends.
Right.
But wouldn't it be weird if you knew I smashed your wife, and then me and her are sitting on a couch, and you go get a drink? And now you're probably thinking to yourself, "Oh shit, I just left this nigga with my wife. And he smashed my wife before." Not like that's just weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, speaking for me, and this is majority of my boys. Like I I feel like those sexual conversations on partners and body count, expectations, what y'all desire, that needs to be brought up early. I don't think that it'd be crazy if we got married and I never asked you how many dudes have you around about, like, cause
But also,
like
you
around about how
also
many
can't
dudes,
control like their answer. Like
they can
they
lie
might
for
tell
sure.
you
For sure,
an answer.
they can lie. Women can lie, men lie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, are women lying these days,
I-
or is
I
there
don't
so
know.
much sexual liberation that they just are honest?
I don't know. I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not marrying a woman with a high body count.
Yeah.
But the reason why, I have a choice.
Yeah.
Before we got married, I have a choice to be able to choose if I want to pursue this with you or not. My choice, because I'm a high value man, meaning that I check a lot of boxes that a person would want to be with. As far as what that high value means, meaning I'm self-aware, I'm emotionally intelligent, I make good money, I'm a great father, I'm tall, I'm dark, you know what I'm saying, I'm the 666, not the numbers in that way, but that rule that these women think that it is. I feel like I check all those boxes, got all my teeth, I mean, good with my family, like all those things that they want. So why would I, even if I like this girl and she has, let's say 30 bodies, there's always a girl that's probably just like her with less bodies. So why would I have to? I don't have to. I have options.
Okay.
And the reason why it makes me upset with the whole, like, 30 bodies doesn't matter, is because women also choose their options. Oh, I don't want to talk to this guy that's broke. I don't want to talk to a broke guy.
Right.
I want a tall
They
guy.
do.
I don't want a short guy. But soon as a man say, hey, I don't want a fat chick, or I don't want a girl with a high body count. Oh, I'm the bad guy. Oh, it's sexual liberation. It's double standards. No. I have a choice. Just like that woman, she has a choice not to date a 5'4" guy or a guy that doesn't make a lot of money,
Right.
or like y'all. So why do they?
And it's okay for them
It's
to
okay
say
to
it.
make those things and say those allegations out loud. But as soon as a guy be like, "Listen, I don't want to date no girl with a high body count. I don't want to date no girl with kids." What? You wouldn't date a girl with kids? No, I wouldn't. Like, why can't a person have that
You can.
opinion
You can have
and
whatever
not
you
get
want.
jumped on?
That's
know what I mean?
This world is full of people being offended.
For
That's
sure.
why.
And you can't, and meaning that, like, you can live down being a hoe biblically wise, because God has a sea of where he forgets. He'll throw it in the sea of forgiveness. He can forgive you like that. But us as humans, we don't have that ability to be able to forget that once she was
Mm-hmm.
So there was a girl in high school. I was about to say her name. Damn, God, I didn't say it. There was a girl in high school. All the dudes, damn near all the dudes popped, right? It's just what it is. She can now be married with 4 kids, happily married. Her husband can be a preacher. She can be the first lady in the church. Anytime I see her, the first thing I think of is, nigga, we used to run through her. Like, there's no way I can not
Yeah.
see that.
That
You know what I'm
sucks.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's if my boy was dating a stripper and now he's dating her, and be like, oh my God, she used to draw that thing up and shove it up and ship it out, like all that. Like, there's no way you can unsee that. This girl had an OnlyFans page. There's no way that page didn't go around all the homies and we all seen it. There's no way you can live that down.
Yeah.
We don't have the capability to not unsee or unforget. Like, we don't have that capability. There's
Yeah.
no way.
Which is why I've talked to the twins about this. Like, this matters in life. Like, what you choose to do now
With your body.
Yeah. can affect who you marry.
Facts.
And that's just the reality of it. Does that mean it will? No, because you have plenty of friends who have admitted that count does not bother them.
For sure.
They have said that.
I think that they're lame.
Lame?
I think that's
well,
lame.
That just doesn't
I'm
bother
sorry.
them.
I don't think that it's lame. I think that the guys that typically say that, I don't want to say that they're lame. I'm sorry, homies. I think that because those guys are the guys that also say, oh, the guy that can't accept a girl that's been with 30, 40 guys or have low self-esteem because that was their past. No. I think that y'all are saying that because your girl has done it with that many guys, and you're saying the right thing to make her feel good about the situation. That's what I think.
Okay.
Period.
So they're being nice.
They're being
but
nice.
Obviously, if they married them, then it doesn't bother them. I'm just saying, if they chose to
if a woman
continue
listen,
and get married, then it can't
cool.
bother them
And
that
I
bad.
get
It
that.
doesn't
I'm not
bother
even-
them like how it bothers you. is
It
what I'm
bothers me a
saying.
lot.
I know, so it doesn't
and it has
bother
nothing to do
them
with
on that.
insecurity. Nothing. Who would want their wife to have been with 40 dudes? Like, who would want that?
I understand that, but I'm saying there are men out there that it doesn't bother them for some reason. And maybe it doesn't bother them because now they're like freakier in bed and now
That's cool, whatever.
They learned a lot.
40 dudes is crazy.
they learned a lot.
40 souls have been in your wife
And a lot of, okay, never mind.
if they wasn't using protection. 40 dudes have been in there. 30 dudes have been in there. That's a lot of meat. Pause. Has been in your girl.
Okay.
Like, that's crazy to me. That's just me, though.
You're passionate about this.
I'm so passionate about that. That's crazy. And it sucks that it's a double standard that a dude can have sex with 300 women, but a woman can't have.
That's the part that bothers. That it doesn't bother me.
Did you,
it doesn't. That was the wrong word.
Yeah, that's
it doesn't bother me.
crazy.
Like the number that you have has never bothered me. Like I don't even think about it, to be honest. But when you're so passionate about a woman, it's a double standard. I'm aware.
Yeah.
But it's just funny to me because you would think that you would care of how many people you've been.
Shit, I can wipe that off. That's inside of you.
Well,
Yeah. 30, 40 is crazy.
agreed.
And so, like, even when she also, Miss Sarah also touched on this other topic about,
She talks.
talking about men and women who have kids and how hard the differences is when they're dating and how that works, and how it's easier for a man to date that has kids than a woman. Like, it's easier for him to find another high value woman, but it'd be harder for the woman to be able to find a high value man because men look at women with kids a certain way than how women look at men with kids a certain way.
Another double standard.
I feel like those two things
So,
are the
like,
double standards.
are women with kids divorced considered baggage?
No, so she also said this, and I agreed. If the woman has been married and has kids, it's totally different. Like that, they're it's not totally different, but it's different than if it's a woman who's never been married and has 3
Baby
kids and
daddies.
2 baby daddies. It's totally different than this woman who's been in a committed relationship for 20 years and has a kid or 2 kids, and that's totally looked at totally different.
Yeah.
But it's definitely easier for a man with kids than it is.
I think it's probably easier for a woman if the kids are not little. I think if easier.
Yeah,
but
if
I
they're not
get what
little.
you're saying, and I agree.
But
to
let's
that.
say that- let's use a
I think
scenario
it
that the
would
kids are
help.
little.
I think if the kids were older, then the woman might have a better
Yeah.
shot, probably too.
If the kids are little, it's harder
Yeah, for
because
sure.
they're most of the time, even if it's a week on, a week off, or if it's Thursday, Friday, however your little schedule is set up, the woman is with the kids the majority of
But
the
I
time in
also think
relationships.
the women have. Why do we keep yawning? It's summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I also think that women tend to So say I got divorced. I think they then
Prioritize their kids.
prioritize their kids,
Okay.
and everything is their kids come first.
Yeah.
Which is not good,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. In a sense of you also have to have yourself, and you also have that. But like they probably just dive in, and then it's hard for a man to even want to be involved in something where everything is around the kids.
For sure. And
Whereas men, it's not like that. Y'all don't tend
and
to
I
just.
feel like it's more women in the world, and there's less high value men, what they call high value men in the world. So for a man to choose a woman that has kids is it's kind of crazy because there's plenty of women with no kids.
Right, but then plenty of women may want kids. And
No,
so it
not
also
saying he
depends
doesn't
on-
want kids. I'm saying that there's plenty of women that you can start your own foundation
I
and
thought
family
this
and
was
kids
like-
with. No.
Okay.
I'm saying even like, why would I choose a woman with kids when I can choose a woman that
Yeah, but
has
sometimes,
everything?
babe, you're also like just pretending like you have total control. You do to an extent of who you fall in love with. But there's also times where like you can definitely have a connection and a pull to someone
For sure.
that maybe has, someone else wouldn't have something that she has or vice versa. But you also can't help initially who you're drawn to and attracted to.
You can't?
No. What do you mean? I don't control who I'm attracted to.
So you could, if this woman had 4 kids, 3 different baby daddies.
Okay, no, that's a lot.
But you're not. But you can't help who you're drawn to though.
Yeah, but no. So in that sense, I don't think you would have ever even talked to her.
My point.
That's
You
what
don't
I'm
have
saying.
to
I'm saying
because she
once
has
you're
kids.
like,
That's my point.
if you're
You made my
getting to
point.
know someone, not in the extreme case.
Yeah.
Okay, she's been married 20 years and has a kid.
Okay,
and you're
that's
getting to know her
different.
and you're drawn to her.
That's different.
And then you meet another girl who's never been married and doesn't have kids, and you're drawn to her, and you may be talking to both. If you're more drawn to this one, I don't think that like you can just be like, she has a kid.
If I have 2 women, both of them beautiful, smart, intelligent, makes me laugh. We got great dates.
Oh my
They're
God.
equal in both ways, of all those
throw up.
ways. And she was married for
Okay, if
10
you're
years,
saying
and she
she's-
has.
If you're
she
saying
was-
they're equal on all levels,
she was
then
married.
yeah.
Okay, let's say this one over here is a little bit more intelligent. Okay, let's say one thing's better over here with the one with 2 kids, and this one has none, but she has a bunch of other things that I like as well. Me, I'm going with the one with no kids. That's just me though.
Fine, move on.
We're done. Oh, that's the pod.
Okay.
What do you mean? That's the pod. What do you mean? Move on. Just because you don't understand the double standards of life. But yeah, Miss Sarah has a bunch of good stuff on her pod and
does.
on her Instagram. We'll tag her even though because we stole a little clip of her stuff. We just want to thank all the listeners again. This is Coffee with Jenni and Dre. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, all the podcast platforms. We are here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. We've been doing these challenges. If y'all have any challenges that y'all want us to do, let me know. We did 2 this week. We did the Where You Were My Hands.
Yes.
And we did the broom challenge. We're gonna
That
we
everyone
gotta
is
get
mad
one
at you for.
We're gonna do another one for tomorrow, even though this episode is blah blah blah. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Keep sending us voice memos. Keep sending us DMs. Keep sending us all
I
that.
hope that helped you.
Yeah, definitely hope that helped you. Don't take the advice I said in the first part of it, but the advice I said in the latter part. That's what you need
Let
to go
us
with.
know
Let us know
we
how it
helped you.
goes.
Send us another memo.
Yeah, man. So this is Coffee with Jenni and Dre. This is episode 58, and we out.
All
Peace.
right. Bye.